So playback. This not gonna be that long, man. This is a random live, man. I actually had this one on an unlisted link initially, and I meant to get to this earlier in the week, but it is what it is. Shout out to the playback gang. This particular topic, for some reason, they asking Canelo and Eddie Reynoso a lot of questions about Ryan Garcia and that breakup. And I put in the title, the breakup, would there ever be a makeup between these guys? Um, they both were under Golden Boy Promotions at one particular time. Ryan Garcia was getting a lot of advice and pointers and direction and guidance from his OG, Canelo Alvarez. And something happened where Canelo came out and said that he's not disciplined or he's not taking the fight serious, the fight game serious and things like that. And you know, so Canelo applied some flame there, and then some time went by, and either he quit or he got kicked out the camp, however it went. But they're on different sides of the street now. And I think that when it comes to that particular topic, right? Because when I flamed Ryan Garcia, a lot of people felt it was hate, felt it was racial or some weirdness or whatever. But now Canelo flames him and Eddie Reynoso flames him, man. You can't use that narrative no more. So really what it was, so for the ones that's really getting it now, since the face of boxing is flaming Ryan Garcia now, let me tell you why. It's because Ryan was undisciplined, and Ryan is on some little champ shit. And Canelo is has been somewhat on some big champ shit throughout his career, up and down. Sometimes, questionable opponents and things like that. But if you are in his camp, what you do is a reflection on him and his trainer. You know what I mean? You're a reflection on the team, And I think they looked at Ryan as he's the weak link, man. He was the weak link in the crew. He was not stepping up. A lot of people pulling his whole card, and this was not a good look on Camp Reynoso. So they went on about their business. They went on about their business, man. And I don't know if they will ever reunite and things like that. I honestly felt like Canelo Alvarez was good to this guy, and if this kid wasn't so caught up in IG stardom and social media stardom, things like that, that he would be a much better fighter and further along, and probably a world champ by now if he wasn't so caught up in all the outside distractions. You got to learn from the best, man. You can't come in an elite camp and get with an elite fighter, and then like now you chilling. Same thing with Andy Ruiz. It's like, okay, cool. You come to team, Canelo and Reynoso. That don't mean you get back at the buffets, bro, and do what you did before you got there. You got to just keep working hard, stay focused. It's the time and the place for the girls and all that, and the food and all of that stuff, man, and the drinks. But dedicate, like clock in. If juiced up Oscar Valdez and everybody else showing up to get the work in with Reynoso, and they all together, like, because there's a lot of camps where these guys show up together. They run together. They hit the weights together. They on the treadmill together. Whatever they doing, swim. They doing it together as a team. Maybe Ryan was not being a team player. He wanted to be a player, but not a team player. So you got to pick a struggle, man. Pick a struggle. And I think that if you listen to Reynoso more, Canelo more, he'd be a lot richer, and he will be a world champ by now. But instead, Ryan Garcia um, has to face a guy smoothly out of the Congo or somewhere out there in Ghana. Ghana, that's what it is. Some guy out of Ghana who talking that shit too. I seen the press conference with Ryan Garcia and Emmanuel Tago. Emmanuel's talking this shit, getting his 5 minutes of fame or whatever. And that's all he can do, man. He's just trying to take advantage of the opportunity. And he's talking about he's gonna beat Ryan and all of this stuff, man. But Ryan want to make dudes out of Ghana famous instead of getting there with other guys who are already established and known and things like that. So that's how I go. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, man. So my bad, I had to take that call. But that's my thoughts, man. You know, Ryan is settling for low level comp. He on some little champ shit. Canelo and them was on some big champ shit. And they said, you know what? Wrong side of the street. You know what I mean? When it all came down to it, it had nothing to do with him being Ryan being Mexican. You know, if you a Mexican and on some little champ shit, Canelo probably gonna kick your ass out. You know what I mean? It's just how that shit go. You know what I mean? If somebody in Ukraine or something is in a Ukraine camp and the Ukrainians on some little champ shit, get your Ukrainian ass up out of here, man. Get your little champ ass out of here. You know? So some people move like that, you know. What level you on, you know, not what flag you banging and what complexion you banging. So some niggas ain't grown up yet. Full of sports, what's up, bro? Divas all around on all sides. Haplo says, what up, UGC? What's up, Haplo? Dude got kicked out, says Javier. He got kicked out. So, what's your thoughts on that, Javier? What's up, Ronald? Does Ryan have a fight this week? No, not this weekend. They had a press conference though. They had a press conference. I think he fights in April. Lisa in here. What's up, Lisa? What's going on with you, Queen? That Ghana dude looks tough, says Ronald. He talking shit too, bro. Ryan Garcia from the Ricky Martin side. He different. Oscar Valdez beat Shakur. I can already hear it. It's because he's on PEDs. Javier, he will not be Shakur. And speaking of PEDs, I don't know if they started testing yet. I don't know. But you know, if he beats Shakur Stevenson, if they don't have VADA testing, that's on Shakur, man. Shakur need to make sure that's in the contract and that they get testing. So you won't hear that from me, bro. You will not hear that from me. If they both go in there equally juiced, whoever wins wins. Y'all motherfuckers was equally cheating, man. You know. Yeah, no complaints over here either. Um, real quick before I go, since this is a quick one, real quick. I did see a little bit of the press conference, a little bit of the face to face with Canelo and Dimitri Bivol. Uh, Canelo and Eddie Hearn is play fighting, and they all giggly and shit. So whatever, man. It was real awkward. It's real awkward. This fight right here, I'm cool with, man. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Canelo going up to 75. I'm just not cool with the Triple G shit. Nobody on planet Earth wants to see that rematch. At least I don't think, unless it's they company boys. You know, company dudes that's kissing Canelo ass and shit. They want to see Triple G all day long. But no real boxing fan want to see Canelo versus Triple G. Um, Canelo might be catching Bivol at the right time. I don't know if Bivol is still got that fire. Like when he was he was going on a tear, man. He was knocking off top contender after top contender. And of course, he's an undefeated fighter, but I don't know if he's still as motivated because it was like when he wanted to fight Canelo, Canelo had his mind on other things. Then it's like Canelo picked him now, so it's like, oh shit, all right, now I got to get ready and motivated for Canelo. But so you know, hey, I got to see what happens in this fight. I think that it is a dangerous style matchup for Canelo. Dangerous. I think Bivol is one of them guys who is he doesn't go in there to try to hurt you, but he goes in there to win rounds. And fighters like that Canelo struggles with. Guys who are in there to outpoint you and real defensive and I would just win rounds on you. So if I'm Bivol, yeah, man, just box smart and don't fade. Do not fade. If Bivol fades in this fight, it's over with. It is over with. You can add another UK body on Canelo resume, man. If this guy if this guy fades in the fight, I think from UK. I'll be forgetting. Jose said, I don't believe in Bivol. I feel like he's going to take a dive like he did to Kovalev. I hope that ain't no funny business, man. Jose, I hope it ain't no funny business, bro. I don't get into all of that dives and shit, but the energy just was real awkward. It was just, and then, when I see Eddie Hearn with Canelo, man, it's just I be wanting to turn the shit off. Shit is disgusting, man. Like, and it ain't just Eddie Hearn. So I don't just have flame for Eddie, man. I don't like none of the promoters, bro. None of them. Like it's ridiculous, man. Whether we talking about PBC, what we talking about Top Rank, what we talking about, and people be getting on the front line trying to defend these guys. These guys can be bought. Y'all see how they act with Canelo? I thought Eddie Hearn was cool until I seen how he acted with Canelo. I'm like, man, this shit is whack, bro. It's disgusting. Get Eddie out of here too. You know what I mean? Just act like a thought over Canelo, man. Canelo thoughts. Why would Bivol take a dive? Beating Canelo will boost his career. Yeah, man. Exponentially. Yeah, haplotype. It would, but sometimes people can be bought off. I hope Bill will just come in with his A game and just, give it a great fight. And if Canelo beat his ass, you know, I mean, that'll be one of his best wins in a minute. Because if he beats Bivol, I give him that's a better win than the Kovalev, than the Billy Joe, than the Callum Smith, definitely the Abney Yeldrums, Danny Jacobs. Them kind of them fights, Kirkland. That's a better win. That'll be one of his best wins in a while, in a good little while, man. And don't get me wrong, I know he didn't take out some undefeated guys lately. Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith. Some undefeated fighters. So don't get me wrong, Canelo gets his credit. But I'm talking about the risk involved in this fight, the skill set of Bivol could be very, very troubling for Canelo. But Canelo he makes adjustments. He definitely makes his adjustments, man. His head movement is elite. Motherfucker be dodging jabs and shit. Right. Prayers up for Ukraine. Right, Lisa. He's a I am a Canelo fanboy. He's an admitted fanboy. I was just like, come on. And all of them though, like, you know, Al Heyman, I'm sure is obsessed with Canelo. I've seen Bob Arum one time in an interview. Don't bother Canelo. He moves the needle. He's the only one that can move the. Shut up. No, just beginning. They all are selling out for Canelo. All of them. And I get the Mexicans. Y'all supposed to be, doing what y'all doing, and trolling people and speaking out and trying to protect Canelo and all that shit. But come on, all of these other promoters and shit, and when they got other fighters and it's other big fights to be made, that's what disgusts me as a boxing fan. It's like they willing to fork out millions and multi-millions of dollars for Canelo to fight somebody, but when they got other fighters, good fighters on their stable, they not willing to fork up the big bread to make those fights happen. Oh, it's not enough money. And all right, Yep, added up. Another undefeated prime world champion, says Javier. So, yeah, Bill was a good fighter. I wonder if Canelo fans had same energy for Callum Smith, Billy Ho to fight each other, says Jose. Bivol is a dangerous fight, but I don't like after the fights like Bum Lufkin, Impossibility Ryder, and Macaboody. Yeah, man. Undisputed in 11 months, says Javier. Yeah, shout out to him, man. He's one of the undisputed kings in boxing, man. Russian fighters are tough. I'm still picking Canelo to get the dub. I hear Canelo fighting Bivol. Won't be for a belt. Yeah, I thought I seen a rumor about what did it say in the headline? Oh, because of him being from Russia, that they may not sanction it or some shit. That'll be crazy. Canelo's a cash cow. Tell us something we don't know, KO, sir. You mean? Educate us, man. We're here to learn new information, not old shit. But what's up? It's always like that with the money man in sports. What's up, Martin? What's good, bro? The WBA strap. Martin says a 50-50 fight. So a lot of people going to give Canelo real credit for this fight right here. You know, like I would have preferred when he came up to 75 to have fought maybe Bibble, instead of Kovalev when he first came up 75. But he took out Kovalev or whatnot. A lot of people say he caught him off that war with Anthony Yard and shit, with him being, having miles on him, already been stopped by Ward and in the past and all that shit. So and Eliter Alvarez, he had been stopped. So Kovalev had some miles on him. You know what I mean? But I felt like Bivol was a lot fresher, was on had a hell of a momentum and was undefeated. You know what I mean? Was on a hell of a winning streak. And it was undefeated and was calling Canelo out. He wanted that smoke, you know. But it just went real quiet for Bivol. Then he had the fight. I forgot the last guy he fought with the braids or whatnot, but he didn't look too good in that fight. KO Source, I think he's going to go undisputed at 175 too. Might, man. If he beat Bivol, I think he beat. Like I think it's he and KO Source. Like a lot of people think Better Beef is a tougher fight than Bivol. I disagree. I think if he beats Bivol, he'll beat Better Beef, no problem. That'll be an easier fight. Better Beef will be an easier fight than Bivol, I think. I think Better Beef will be there all night. Like that'll be like not a bad performance like Kirkland, like getting bodied like that, but he's gonna be there to be hit. Bivol gonna be moving. He's gonna box and move. He's gonna have Canelo having to think and really have to really set up his shots to land something, or catch him in the exchanges or something, counter him. But he can do anything he want with Better Beef, I think. Of course, Better Beef got power, but Triple G had power too, and so it ain't gonna be power that's gonna beat Canelo. That ain't gonna be it. That motherfucking neck is too wide, man. Jimmy DeSandre might get it. What, the fight with Canelo? Hell no. Yeah, payday, payday. Hell no, you're not getting that fight. Bivol went to the zone. His competition wasn't as good. Says Lisa. Martin says Callum Smith was the World Boxing Super Series winner, and Billy Joe Saunders was an undefeated two-division champ. Yep. Until Canelo, of course. So Canelo got bodies. Definitely got bodies. And this last, 3 or 4 minus the Abney Eardrum shit or whatever, or whatever WBC mandatory, whatever. But, those are some good wins, you know. Those are good wins to put on your resume and to see him all those O's he took away. Like that's lit. Bill was a better all around boxer than Better Be. Right, Martin. That's how I feel. Like I'm gonna always side with the one that's a better boxer, not a guy who could just punch. A lot of people get, you know, no point intended, no diss or nothing, but they get punch drunk in the sense that somebody who got a big punch, they gravitate to that guy. Oh, that guy, he gonna beat everybody, man. Ain't no way he gonna beat him. He gonna knock him out. And then there'll be a guy who really skilled. He may not have that one punch knockout power, but he real skilled. I'm like, that guy gonna win. Well, I'll favor the guy that's got more skills over a guy who just got power and ain't really too much, tools. 2 fights to be champ at 68. That's a good question. Hey, Ron. So Ronald is saying something about Demetrius Andrade. Said that the 2 fights he'll be champ. Play back and then once in the live chat. How many fights y'all think? Do y'all think Demetrius Andrade will be champ at 68? Is my question. Do y'all think he'll become world champ at 168? You know, I mean, unless Canelo gonna vacate his belts, because Canelo said he's not gonna fight him. You know, Canelo said he's not fighting Andrade. So Canelo got that pit bull neck, right, bro? So power is not gonna be Canelo. You can forget about it, man. If you're not a fucking heavyweight, you could probably have to be like 285. You know what I mean? On G-Dub 15, 16. The same shit Jerry Miller was on. You gotta be on that to probably really, but just a buckle Canelo. Like Canelo, ever since Cotto's brother, whoever that was, rocked him and shit back in the day, I ain't really seen Canelo get shook up like that, man. It's kind of weird. That motherfucker can take punches in bunches. Nah, not in bunches. That nigga got defense. What Charlo gonna do now? Who cares? Be real, man. I've waited so long for this dude to get his shit together. I don't give a fuck what Little Charlo do. Jamal, Little Charlo, line, cats only, whatever y'all want to say, man. Nah, he ain't doing shit. Shout out to Jamel though. Shout out to Jamel. Best of luck in your undisputed matchup, buddy. Not unless Canelo drop the belts. Yeah, I'll put in a word for him. I was talking to the guy who runs it on Troy Graham. Flame of shame. Little champ. Jamal Charlo, man. Yeah. That's crazy. A lot of people would really, you know, it was crazy because on in the PBC deal, I didn't like the Charlo fight, but I liked the Benavidez fight. And then in the Matchroom, the Zone deal, I don't like the Triple G fight, but I like the Bivol fight. So I would have took Bivol, Benavidez, you know what I mean, Canelo's next 2 fights. If you was asking me, you know what I mean? Whatever order. If it was the order, I would say, hey, fight Benavidez, Mexican holiday, Cinco de Mayo weekend or whatever. Fight Benavidez first, and then end out the year blazing Bivol at 75 if you can. Because you was already at 68. So I just don't like Canelo with the up down shit. Like the T-Pain song and shit. Up, down type shit. Just stay where you at and cook. Make them come to you, bro. That's what I would have did. Oh, Shelton said he got Bivol beating his ass. Who else got Bivol beating Canelo? Who else got Bivol beating Canelo? I ain't made out the predictions yet on that, man. It's you know, I like the fight though. That fight I like. That's a real. I feel like Bivol is gonna be a bigger test than Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, Caleb Plant, them guys. He's gonna be better, bigger test than them guys, man. So I was gonna say this will be his best win in a while. Billy Joe's best weight was 160, not 68. He cashed out. He juiced up, man. It wasn't about cashed out. That motherfucker when he had that Demetrius Andrade work on him. Then we seen what happened, man. Everything came out. Y'all notice that when the Demetrius Andrade fight, the Mando. See, that's why I be flaming these champs who don't be wanting to fight the mandatories or be trying to duck the mandatory. Motherfucker was the Mando, man. He fucking everything got exposed with Billy Joe at that point. You know, he motherfucker do PEDs. He came then when he got exposed for doing PEDs, he couldn't make 60 no more. Couldn't use them enhancements to help him make weight. So how that shit go, man. The motherfucker juiced up. He was trying to really get out of that fight, I guess. Short, thick neck, shock absorbers have great chin, says Lisa. Hope that Andre Benavidez fight happen. Yeah, I mean, how though, Jose? I didn't even get around to that shit yet, like that. With the David Benavidez shit, cause I like Benavidez, man, but that's why I gotta take my time sometimes with these topics, man, and gather all of these receipts together before I fire up the oven. You feel me? Because it's now sounding good out here with the David Benavidez shit. You know, Like, I'm gonna just put it like this, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put it like this. Y'all are making it very, very difficult now to keep pushing this horrible fighter narrative. That's all I'm gonna tell you. When it comes to Demetrius Andrade, y'all keep saying this is a horrible fighter, yet these so-called great fighters keep avoiding him, or good fighters keep avoiding him, man. Even when he's going up into a higher weight class now, where he's at a disadvantage. You got guys that's been campaigning there a lot longer than Demetrius Andrade. Y'all mean to tell me y'all need to get 3, 4 times your net worth to get in the ring with him? With the horrible fighter? Come on, man. Y'all got to make it make sense. Like I told y'all, man, when I be bringing flame, it's for a reason, not a short season. Niggas been saying all kind of shit. Ah, this the Andre shit. You nigga, you need to see this Andre shit. Still to this day, man. Nobody trying to get no smoke in with him, man. To this day. And then when you come around and talk about the fight, now this guy got to get this much, and his one of his people's talking about, you know, it's a dangerous fight. I thought he was horrible. Y'all gotta have a meeting, man. You know, if y'all gonna collectively push a narrative that Demetrius Andrade is a horrible fighter, make sure everybody get emailed so that they know. Look, when you ask the question in the interview about Demetrius Andrade, make sure you don't say good shit about him. Make sure you mention that he's a horrible fighter. You feel me? Hold up, y'all. All right, my bad, peoples. Hold up, hold up. All right, my bad, y'all. What's up, Chin Smoke? LaRon, what's up, bro? Shout out to all my members, man. Everybody that's highlighted with the icon next to it, that's the members, man. Shout out to y'all. Thing is, he's green as fuck. The guy has less than 20 fights. Canelo's fighting him at the right time, just like Floyd did to him. Y'all feel like Canelo catching Bivol at the right time? I feel like that, but I'm gonna still give Canelo full credit because, you know, I'm not gonna use it as as an excuse if Canelo wins. Canelo's going up to 75. I don't know if it's gonna be some rehydration clause or no shit like that. If it is, that's on Bevel, man. Accepting that shit. You know, if Bevel accept that rehydration clause shit, that's on him. I wish the face of boxing wouldn't use handicaps and shit on opponents because he's so skilled. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. They both look like they have the same power and speed. I saw a side by side of Bivol and Canelo. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Bivol can really hurt Canelo. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, man. Canelo's just different, different, man. Bibble said to Russian media that he going in there to put Canelo to sleep. Don't put the audience to sleep. If they talk about with his boring performance, no, I'm joking. Yeah, probably. Best of luck. You know what I mean? My advice is don't go in looking for the KO with Canelo, because you might get KO, man. We ain't gonna play with this shit. Canelo will knock your ass out if you miss with a wild shot. Counter the fuck out your ass. Bivol just winning the early rounds. That's it, says Javier. Early rounds going to Bivol, and that's it. Actual facts. What's good, bro? Yeah, man, you catching the tail end of this one. I gotta go live tomorrow, something to get the team back on. Shit, boy, that's some highlights from the last live stream. Shout out to Lisa. She was cooking. Layton was cooking. Haplo was cooking. AD came through and cooked. That was a lit ass live stream. Grindhard Sports came through. Shelton. That was a lit one right there. But shout out to Actual Facts. Javier, stop pushing false narratives, man. Look, y'all, that's hate, Javier. This man goes up to become to contend at a higher weight class. That's crazy, man. And I guarantee you, Javier, you was probably one of them same guys that was saying, "Hey, man, tell this dude stop calling out Canelo. He's at 160 pounds. Go up in weight. Why don't you go up in weight, man?" Then this dude go up in weight, and y'all say, "Oh, man, he ducking his mandatory at 60, man." I gotta get off that dumb shit, bro. I be trying to be nice because y'all be saying y'all be on some dumb shit sometimes. Just trolling. This man is going up in a more dangerous weight class, probably fighting a more dangerous contender. You feel me? And y'all talking about he ducking Janibek. Man, I better not see another comment talking about Demetrius Andrade duck Janibek. Stop with the nonsense, man. When you got guys at 68 talking about they need 10 million or more to fight Demetrius Andrade, knock it off, man. Like Demetrius Andrade worried about a damn contender. Y'all gotta quit it. Y'all done said for so long, "Oh, man, all you do, he fights nobodies, man. He just fights nobodies." Now y'all talking about he ducking a nobody. Stupid. Just stupid. Canelo the face black. I didn't say he wasn't. Saul. Shit. Shout out to Saul, man. I'm about to get off here. There's a couple Canelo fanboys just popped in. Hell yeah, man. I'll be having time for that weak ass energy, man. Shit, I'm here to get this man his credit if he wins. So y'all can keep these receipts. If he beat Bivol, he gets credit, man. I like the fight. I don't like the Triple G shit. I will be back to flame the fuck out of that fight when it gets made. Horrible fighter. Yeah, man. Boo boo horrible in my Canelo voice to Saul. Right. But dudes need $10 million to fight him. He's so horrible. This shit is easy, bro. Right. Who the fuck is Janet back? He ducking somebody nobody even heard of. Y'all niggas is dumb, bro. That's enough, man. That's enough, man. Because if I stay any longer, I'm going to let, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let the generals come through and flame the fuck out of you fat boys. So let me go, man, before this shit get ugly. Actual facts, he hitting y'all with some facts. Johnny Back is the second coming or something, apparently, from some that call themselves boxing heads on Twitter. I'm not sold. He hasn't done shit. And with that being said, that's the real facts. So look, don't come back to the UGC with that Janabek talk, trying to use that as a what you call it, some kind of flame for Demetrius Andrade. Shut that dumb shit up, man. Come better than that. Come better than the Janabek, or you'll get cooked. But have a good night, man. It's Black Horseman. Peace.